boost your phone's speed. 8 easy tips to make your smartphone faster. Imagine this. You've had your smartphone for years, and suddenly it's become as slow as a snail. Apps take forever to load, and switching between tasks feels like an eternity. But fear not, for there are ways to breathe new life into your old device without breaking the bank. Let's dive into some tips and tricks to make your smartphone faster, and explore when it might be time to say goodbye to your old friend. But here's where it gets controversial. If your phone is over 3 or 4 years old, it might be time to consider a replacement. But don't rush out and buy a new one just yet. Our handy phone support calculator can help you determine how much life your current device has left. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty of speeding up your smartphone. One of the simplest things you can do is restart your phone. It might sound obvious, but giving your device a quick reboot can work wonders by clearing out any clutter left by apps. Make it a habit to restart your phone once a week, and you'll notice a significant improvement in performance. And this is the part most people miss. Setting up a schedule to remind you to restart your phone can be a game changer. Next up, let's talk about storage. If your phone is crammed with pictures, videos, and apps, it's no wonder it's running slower than a tortoise. Take a moment to clear out the files you don't need. On an iPhone, head to Settings, General, iPhone Storage to get an overview of what's taking up space. On Android, download the Files by Google app and use it to clean up your device. You can also consider storing files in the cloud using services like Google Drive, iCloud, or Dropbox. For even more tips, check out our dedicated guide on how to free up space on your phone. Keeping your apps and operating system up to date is crucial for maintaining your phone's performance. App updates and new OS releases often include bug fixes, security improvements, and performance enhancements. On an iPhone, head to the App Store to update your apps and check for OS updates in Settings, General, Software Update. On Android, use the Google Play Store to update your apps and check for OS updates in Settings, System, Software Update. Your battery health can also impact your phone's performance. An aging battery can slow down your device, reduce charging speed, and shorten battery life. On an iPhone, check your battery health in Settings, Battery Health Charging. If it's low, consider a battery replacement. On Android, check your battery health in Settings, Battery Health. You can also see which apps are draining your battery the most and uninstall them if necessary. Widgets can be useful for quick updates, but they can also slow down your phone by refreshing content in the background. Consider removing some of them, especially on older devices. On an iPhone, press and hold on a widget to remove it. On Android, press and hold on a widget and drag it to the Remove button. If you use widgets for information like weather or news headlines, consider replacing them with dedicated apps that you can open only when needed. A poor internet connection can also make your phone feel slow. Check the strength of your Wi-Fi or mobile data signal. On an iPhone, go to Settings Wi-Fi or Settings Mobile Data. On Android, go to Settings Internet. If your signal is weak, try moving closer to your router or invest in an extender. If it's your mobile data, see our mobile network coverage map to find a provider with better reception in your area. Managing your notifications can also help improve your phone's performance. Silencing non-essential notifications can cut background activity and reduce distractions. On an iPhone, swipe a notification to the left and choose options to mute or turn off alerts. On Android, long press a notification and choose Turn Off Notifications. For more details, see our guide on how to get rid of annoying phone notifications. If all else fails, you can perform a factory reset to delete all apps, settings, and personal data on your phone, returning it to its original state. On an iPhone, back up your files and settings, your profile, iCloud. Then go to Settings, Transfer or Reset iPhone, erase all content and settings. On Android, back up your files in Settings, System Backup. Then go to Settings, System Reset Options. Erase all data, Factory Reset. And this is where things get interesting. Is it really worth spending money on a new phone? Or can you make do with what you've got? What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you're in the market for a new smartphone, our expert reviews can help you find the best deals. We've tested a selection of Best Buy smartphones in our lab that score 5 out of 5 in our overall battery tests. Log in or join Widget to unlock the table and see our recommendations. But remember, buying a new phone isn't always the solution. Sometimes a few tweaks and tricks can breathe new life into your old device. So, before you rush out and buy a new phone, give these tips a try and see if you can't make your old friend feel like new again. Happy tweaking. Unlock lightning-fast Android. 5 simple speed-boosting hacks. Transforming your sluggish Android phone into a speedy device is not only possible, but can save you from the hefty expense of purchasing a new one. With just a few straightforward adjustments, you can revitalize your phone and extend its lifespan. The reality of phone performance. If your Android device feels like it's trudging through thick mud, it doesn't automatically signal that it's time for an upgrade. Over time, phones tend to slow down. But with some simple modifications, you can rejuvenate your device and postpone that costly upgrade. Unlocking the potential in your settings. Most of the enhancements you need can be found within your settings. By decluttering apps, optimizing battery performance, and disabling unnecessary background processes, you can significantly improve your phone's responsiveness in no time. And while you're at it, don't forget to give your device a thorough cleaning. It might be more contaminated than you think. Before you spend hundreds on a new phone, consider this more intelligent approach. Whether you own a budget-friendly Android or a high-end model, these tips will help you reduce lag, free up storage, and maintain smooth operation. It only takes a few minutes to refresh your phone and regain some of that original performance. A look back at Android's evolution. For those interested in the latest models, check out our reviews of the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra and Galaxy S25 Plus. Declutter your app collection. Take a moment to sift through your home screen or app drawer and remove any applications you no longer utilize. These forgotten apps not only consume valuable storage space, but may also have access to personal information or permissions you granted when you first installed them. The method for deleting apps can differ depending on your device's manufacturer, but I've covered all the necessary steps in a previous post. If you can't find the uninstall option after long pressing the app icon, be sure to check that out. Free up storage by deleting old files. Once you've uninstalled unused apps, it's time to clear out old files that are taking up space on your Android phone. It's easy to overlook files you've downloaded, such as takeout menus or gifts from friends, and these can accumulate quickly. The most efficient way to manage your phone's storage is by using the pre-installed Files app. Different manufacturers may have variations of this app. For instance, Samsung calls it My Files, while Google Pixel devices simply label it Files. On the OnePlus 10 Pro, it's referred to as File Manager. I suggest opening your app drawer and searching for Files to locate the app your manufacturer provides. Start by checking the Downloads folder, where you can delete unwanted files or transfer them to a cloud service like Google Drive. Most file management apps will also highlight large files that are consuming significant space. Revamp your home screen for a fresh feel. One of the most enjoyable aspects of Android is the level of customization it offers. From changing app icons to completely altering the launcher, there are numerous ways to personalize your device. While diving into launcher tweaks and icon packs can be fun, begin by exploring the home screen settings already available on your phone. You might be surprised at how minor adjustments to the app layout can create a fresh experience. To access these settings, long press on an empty area of your home screen and select Home Settings. Here, you can modify various options, such as the app grid size. A simple change from a 4x5 grid to a 5x5 grid can make a noticeable difference. You can also adjust settings for swiping down to view notifications instead of reaching for the top of the screen. Optimize your device settings. Now is an excellent time to revisit any settings that have been bothering you. I've compiled a list of essential settings that you should consider adjusting to maximize your Android experience. For instance, enabling dark mode not only enhances the visual appeal, but also conserves battery life. Additionally, I'll show you how to prevent app icons from automatically appearing on your home screen. Reveal your privacy settings. Before you wrap up, take a moment to review your privacy settings. Open the Settings app, then navigate to Privacy Permissions Manager. Here you can examine which apps have access to your personal data. If you find an app that you don't want accessing your location, simply disable it. The same applies to permissions for contacts, calendar, or camera access. This review doesn't take long, and the peace of mind it brings is well worth the effort. Join the conversation. What do you think about these tips? Have you tried any of them? Or do you have your own methods for speeding up your Android phone? Share your thoughts in the comments below.